Hey everyone, TinMan here in the top 8 of the ETS World Championships. I'm up against Kangbreath. I got to redraw that hand though, it was pretty lackluster. This hand on the other hand is pretty decent. Kangbreath is playing Argenport midrange, and we're playing our Praxis tokens, of course. So I think I want to scout first, and probably put any power to the bottom. That kind of counts as a power, so I'm going to put it to the bottom since I don't get to cast it on turn 1 here. And then turn 2, Teacher of Humility looks to be the best. They do have a couple 2-drops in their list that could potentially block it well. Namely, Fenris Nightshade, Ripknife Assassin. But if that is not the case, then we'll be in good shape. Luckily, a Sabotage misses completely. That's ideal. So he's down to Sabotage. And hopefully we draw the threat right after it. So they did have the Rip Knife. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll see if they have another 3-drop right afterwards as we play our teacher, second teacher. They don't have a 3-drop, but they're going to need another one of the 2-drops to stop this weights from getting on them. Fenris Nightshade counts. I think I'm perfectly fine to have this trade-off. Seems reasonable. I think it makes the most sense to play Yushkov here. Because if they want to play another unit, then we can play both Marisons and Temple Scribe next turn. Actually, we can just do that naturally if Yushkov survives. But we're running a touch low on gas here, and we haven't got really any aggression going, which is slightly problematic, and we don't really have any big payoffs. So the fact that he's been able to go toe for toe with me in the early couple turns is can certainly be problematic. Okay, so we can get the attack in, get the Temple Scribe, get the Marison's Disciple. Yeah, I still think Marison's is correct here. He doesn't have any kind of AoE that we need to worry about. He didn't have a chance to play a 4-drop, so there may be a Vara or something coming down. I think it makes most sense to grab the Flyer and keep the aggression going in the air if they play a ground blocker here. And we can throw this Trailmaker out to grab and Obliterate. Probably makes the most sense. Luckily, that was a little bit late Runehammer, so while it does get Yushkov, we get to kill it right away. Yeah, I think we just grab the Obliterate. We're probably going to throw back the Power. Keep the Trailmaker, because he's like just better than Power at this point. Now if they have a Vara, we just let it live, and then we Obliterate it. Then A-Space again. If it's a Tavrod, we can just A-Space and then Obliterate post-blocking. Ugh, Sabotage. Nice top deck. So this is slightly problematic now that he's got this. Probably grabbed a Devastating Setback. So I probably want to attack with everybody except the 3/3. Because they get Devastating Setback to kill it. Now I'll still have a guy around. This makes sense. Yep. Still have our guy. Still can attack for 3, redeploy the Marison. Probably grab another Flyer. Keep the pressure up. Not too concerned about that, but now they got the 5th power, which means a Tavrod could be coming down next turn. Hopefully no Slay comes down this turn. I don't really have an indication if they have a Slay or not. Yeah, they did. They took the Flyer out. Okay. So opting to get take a couple more damage this turn. 1 more damage this turn at the expense of taking less in the air later. But if they just play a Tavrod here, we can just A-Space around it and win. if that's the last card. So, close game. Looks like we got it. Okay, sweet. Up 1-0. We won the die roll there, so that was a definite bonus. We may not be so lucky in the future since we got to do the forced play draw. We've got to go, back and forth on who wins, on who goes first. Let me just... I guess I'll challenge him. I just don't want to encounter the challenge bug, Okay, so king, well, makes sense. And of course we need to concede all the game if I'm going first. Luckily king is going first, so we don't need to do that. And we can hold on the mulligan screen for a second or two while we get the observers in to broadcast the real match. I think this is a redraw. This hand is way too slow and clunky, especially going second. I think it's got to be a redraw. Yeah. This is quite a bit better hand. We do have the torch to get rid of something like an unseen commando, and we still have the aggressive curve, grenade and drone into teacher. Although we may play Trailmaker if they play a blocker right here. Yeah. Because I'm not terribly keen on torching their 2-drop. I'd much rather save that for an Unseen Commando. So I think I'd rather just play the Trailmaker first. Valk Enforcer. Okay. Definitely behind here. If I want to use my power efficiently, I have to merchant, but I kind of like every card in my hand. So I think I'm just going to play the power into teacher and hold open torch. Okay, they're forcing out our torch, so we're just going to use it on the flyer. Yep. He understands the matchup well. Understands that that is the key card. That's fine. We can deal with it. We can grab and obliterate here. I think I just grab and obliterate. I probably throw back the Temple Scribe. Or let's see what I scout into here. I think I'm going to put that on top. And then throw back the power. So I still have the power to grab it. And then I can throw back the Granite Waystone. I think that's fine. Actually, maybe Drawbone Greatsword would have been better there, because I could almost guaranteed get the tribute by attacking in with the teacher. Yeah, possibly. But then this plays around a Bloodletter better. If he plays some kind of buff on that, I want to be able to kill it through a buff. Vara. Ugh. I still got to kill the flyer, but it's just really annoying that they got the ground really well locked down now. So we're kind of at a stalemate, which I don't think favors us. But over the long game, you know, we have some good top decks that we could certainly get to. Never mind. Give another commando right off the bat. Alright, I guess we... maybe we got a Temple Scribe. We're not attacking the Assembly Line anytime soon. So I just want to draw the most cards, get closer to that Torch or that Heart of the Vault here. And it's Havrod, jeez. I mean, if it's just Unseen Commando attacking in, I think we can deal with this. For another couple turns here. At some point we can maybe find an Obelisk or a Rally or both, and then a space backwards, but it's not looking ideal for us here. So you just have like more more action. Great. That's not ideal. He's played what, 4 lifesteal units out of his 8 in his deck already? Yeah. We're just flooding out here. We've drawn 3 more power than he has. I feel like I would have, if I was him, I would have already cashed in the Tavrod. Yeah, about that. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. I'll say if he has a another Crown Watch standard, or a second Crown Watch standard, we'd be in trouble. But he only has 2 in the deck and 1 just got discarded, so I'm not that concerned about it. We need an answer to this flyer like right now. At this point, Obelisk doesn't really do it. Hammer, I guess, kills 2 of my guys. Sure. Yeah, okay. Seems legit. It's more power. Alright, we're dead. Alright, back to 1-1. I mean, that's how the matchup goes if they get, you know, 4 lifesteal units and we only draw, you know, 1 or 2 removal spells. All right, he's challenging me. So this time I'll be going first, though. Hopefully we can pull it back. Hey, perfect. We get the die roll. Sounds interesting. It has the turn 2 Trailmaker and a turn 3 Yushkov. I think that's good enough. He only has a couple Slays. I guess Vanquishes are turned online by this hand. But he probably is not keeping a hand that has a lot of Vanquishes in it anyway. Because it's generally pretty bad against this deck. More flooding here. I think I'm fine to attack and trade, since we can still cast the Yushkov. And slay. Dang it. We haven't drawn a power since then. Or a non-power since our opening hand. Two slays, okay. That was really good against the hand we drew, but really bad against most of our hands that we could have. Wonderful. Just wonderful. We'll do what we can, but they pretty much had the perfect lineup to answer our opening. I thought our opening was really good. Turn 3 Yushkov, turn 4 Yushkov. We just drew all power after that, and they had 2 slays, which I don't think you'd normally keep a hand with 2 slays against this matchup. But I guess he did this time. Alright, we're out of here. Oh boy. That was pretty much the worst case scenario. Losing the game where we're going first. It's going to be real tough to win a game where we're going first and then to break serve as well. So, luckily we haven't had to redo the challenge at any point. We always had it the correct way. This hand's got to be a redraw. We just don't have the influence we need to play any of our cards, or the power. So, it is what it is. Sand is quite a bit better. I like the sand quite a bit. I'm gonna wait for the observers to get in here, so they can actually, be casting the match. But the sand's quite good. We get a turn 1 initiate, turn 2 teacher plus drone, and my opponent redrew. So, kind of like those odds. The heart of the vault on top. I'm debating whether or not I would want to torch a 2-drop if he plays it to block, or just A-space everybody. He doesn't have a 2-drop. Oh boy, okay. So it looks like this may very well be the game where we get to claw back in. Another torch. Oh boy, that's gonna be... I'm not gonna say that's game over right now, but it certainly does feel like that at this point. I'm gonna make the 3/3 in case he has I guess a devastating setback. If he grabs a market here, that could be the one way they could pull it back. Go to the market and then devastating setback, clear most of my board. I'd still be left with 2 3/3s after that. Anything else I can attack through, not really a problem. They're gonna have a slay anyway for it. At this point, we can just torch the block or double torch the blockers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just gonna double torch the blockers, I think. And then next turn, just cast Heart of the Vault. I guess I didn't actually do the math, but if these blockers block here and there, we were 1 damage short, we deal 3, and then they trade off, we can double torch them to 1. But I'd rather have the guys on board rather than get them to 1. It's not worth 1 point here. I like it. Oh, he's not even going out in style here? Not even going to go out in style, buddy. Come on. You should activate that to deal 3 damage to yourself. Oh, he did it that way. Okay, fair enough. That's what his plan was to give his guy +3/+3 in lifesteal. Okay, so on to game 5. This is it for all the marbles. Kangbreath will be going first in this game, so we'll see how well that goes. I've got to concede out since I'm going first here. We just got to remake the match until he's going first. Because Direwolf apparently refuses to implement the choose who goes first in a friendly match. It's just me winning the die roll over and over again, which I like. I'd love to go first, but not at the expense of the tournament integrity here. Third time's the charm. Nope. Jesus. All right. Well, yesterday when I was playing, I played 5 matches, and there was a couple times where I had to do this 3 times in a row. Let's hope I've never had to do it 4 times in a row, but you never know. Jeez. Sorry, production value. This is taking a little longer than expected. Can we make it 5? No, okay, finally, Kangbreath has won the die roll. Alright, we gotta redraw this hand. It is only 1 power, so. He says yay, finally. This hand's a bit better. We've got the double torch, which is kind of important for contesting when we're going second here, to contest their early game. Contest their the 2 drops and the 3 drops that are annoying. But all right, so we got Heart of the Vault on top of the deck. Oh boy, we need to drop power to get to that, obviously. Rip Knife. And if we can't ever get to casting it, we can just get it away with the X10 Merchant. I think I'm fine to just torch this guy since we're behind. We don't want it to get War Cries going. We still have another one. And it denies him the power because he was relying on a banner. I think Teacher makes more sense here. I'm not ready to commit to throwing away the Heart of the Vault just yet. And I can hold open the torch for something bigger. Ugh. I guess we make her big. It's unfortunate. Yeah, now we draw the Grenadin drones. Damn. We need to grab the Obliterate. I think we throw away the drones. It's just way too late. Fortunately, missing our power drop here. Another Vara. You gotta be kidding me. I think we do have to sacrifice Merchant here. I'm not sure if that was correct or not, but I'm too afraid of these guys. I'm never gonna get the Obliterate going at the current rate. Apparently I'm never gonna get another power at this rate either. Yep. Sure. Well, I can trade off with this one with my guy plus Torch. Okay. Well, okay, so if we draw a power here, we can start playing Disciples with deadly blockers, which is some start to coming back from this. This is a Tavrod, which means we're going to need to chump block at least once here. Okay, another deadly blocker. I think we're just dead here. I guess maybe if I draw a power next turn I can chump block, but he got 2 cards off Tavrod. Yeah, it's unwinnable. If that had been an untapped power and we could play Marison's a turn earlier. Alright, well, that ends our Worlds run. That's really unfortunate. We just got, like, we got power flooded in games 1 and 2, or game 2, and then we just don't draw any power in game 3, or game 5 rather. So, sorry I couldn't be world champion, guys. But thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it.